Welcome back to Chronicles Big Red Zone Throwback. The past 4 seasons have seen a steady pipeline of former Cornhuskers breaking into coaching under Jeff Jamrog at Midland University. That list includes the likes of Eric Crouch, Zach Bowman, and for the past 2 seasons, Ross DeZuris. A handlebar mustache at Fan Day 2015 first introduced Ross DeZuris. The Plattsmouth product was never more than a Nebraska practice player prior to his junior season. He went on to lead the Cornhuskers in tackles for a loss during his final 2 years, collecting honorable mention All Big Ten honors in 2016.
I was going to take whatever I earned, and so I thought I earned all of that, and I was happy with the career I had, and really happy with the experience I had.
After his playing days, DeZuris took his mustache and work ethic into coaching. He is now in his 2nd season as an assistant for the Midland Warriors.
I go out there and try to earn my pay every day, and that's kind of what my group's kind of taken on too. Those are the things that made me better as a player, and so that's the thing I'm trying to instill in these guys, not only in their football careers, but after football.
One of the true walk-on success stories, DeZuris fits Fremont. Like his current players, he too felt overlooked out of high school, but he also grew up in the program, with his father Bob as the head coach for much of the 2000s.
And really it was the guys on Midland. Those were the guys I grew up watching. Those are my idols when I was a kid. And so it's been really fun to be back and be a part of the program.
DeZuris tried the business world and hated it. After dipping his toe in the coaching water last fall, he's now completely soaked. For the better part of the past decade, one name has remained tied to Omaha Northwest football and wrestling. When Clinton Childs isn't alongside the mat, he and his trademark beard are roaming the sidelines, shaping aspiring young athletes like he was nearly 30 years ago. A one-time punishing runner on the field, now on the sidelines, he is feared because of the beard.
I'm not really sure if it's a signature look, but it's something that I definitely have held on to for quite some time.
Follow my line as best as I can.
At Omaha North, Clinton Childs was clean-shaven, a blue-chip All-American, destined for stardom at Nebraska.
I wanted to be the starting I-back and prove to the whole state that, I can get the job done.
A 2-time national champion, Childs scored 10 touchdowns as a Cornhusker, while splitting carries with the likes of Calvin Jones, Damon Benning, Amon Green, and Lawrence Phillips.
I think we were all fortunate to be there at the same time. Simply because you just don't see backfields like that. And, any of us running backs could have played, at any other Division I program. But, we all chose to stay there.
Like many fellow Cornhuskers, Childs found that natural progression into coaching after his playing days. He has spent the last 26 years coaching high school football and wrestling, with the last 11 coming here at Omaha Northwest.
These are the same kids that I was when I was their age. I'm born and raised in North Omaha. Was raised by a single mom. It's a driving force for me to let these kids know that it's okay to be from North Omaha. You don't have to be around or be from other areas in the town in order for you to have success and to become successful and be able to do some really good things with yourself.
Few on his team know of his past. Childs likes it that way. He would rather help focus on their future. Childs wrapped up his 11th season at the high school ranks, while Jason Ankra just completed year number 1 as a head coach. His Schuyler Warriors went 0-9, but when we caught up with him before the fall, he told us he is committing to turning that program around. Most of these Schuyler Warriors watched, or at least had heard of their new head coach.
Turn upfield.
Those who hadn't quickly learned Jason Ankra did more than just play at Nebraska.
Look at my hips.
He was a team captain in 2013 and an honorable mention all-conference defensive end.
Jason Ankra hangs on. It'll be a loss of 2 yards.
I've been a player before, and I know what it's like to be tired. I know what it's like to, get up and grind and get out here and sweat and do what you got to do. So I know it's something that it's not going to be easy, but I just want to let these kids know it's okay.
Go.
That's life. You got to grind through it.
Get it up, get it up.
That grind for Ankra will be unlike most other first-time head coaches. Schuyler hasn't had a winning season in 10 years.
There we go. Get rid of it. Next group up.
Ankra says the culture change starts inside the helmet.
They wouldn't think they would go into a game that they could win. They didn't think what they had was enough. And I just sit here and tell them what you have is enough. All that we need is here. It's just got to change the mindset.
The other challenge comes from the community's 83% Hispanic population, where emphasis is placed in other sports.
Wrestling, they take it in hard. Soccer, they take it in hard. Other sports, they take it in hard. Just football was just something that I didn't take too seriously. It may be a challenge, but I am fully invested to get this thing going.
With an approach based on the same principles of accountability that he learned as a Cornhusker, Ankra envisions a long coaching career, even if that means starting from ground zero. Regular season is over for Nebraska, but if you're looking to relive some of the highlights, check KETV.com for full coverage on every game from this season. Plus, you can stay up to date on Scott Frost's plan for next year in our KETV mobile app. And remember, your comments are an important part of this show. Send us your thoughts on the Cornhusker program, past, present, and future. You can email those to news@ketv.com. We love hearing from you. Once again, if you missed any part of this show or want to rewatch it, visit our website, ketv.com. Just go to our homepage and click on the menu button, then look for Chronicle. I'm Matt Lothrop. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning for KETV Newswatch 7's Chronicle.